Okay, I got this piece of mango that a friend of mine or acquaintance of mine lives a little ways away, has a mango farm with mostly small trees that he's planted, but in the front corners there's a couple of big trees that have been trimmed by the electric service people, and they have left this behind. And you can see that this has here, 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 and here wood has grown over previously cut areas. And so my intent is to take that section and do something that leaves some of those features in a bowl. I don't know exactly, because there's a pretty good sized dent right there that might aggravate making it. But overall, I think I can get a pretty big bowl. It's about 14 inches, 15 inches across. I can do 18 if I touch the bed. And then, so my intent is to cut this way, split it that way, and make this the bottom, because then the bowl will naturally dish into it. We'll see. And then this half I'll do something else. I'll probably comment on that when I get closer along, after I've done something with this. Okay, I predicted that the interior was going to be kind of plain, but as you can see, there's a lot of little, I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of little grainy stuff going on there. Obviously there's branch, 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 branch. So we'll see what happens with that. Here's the piece I started with to cut off. So it's going to have the opposite of that. So same thing going on in the back. And then additionally these knots and such. So I got to give it another cut to do something with it. So I'm not going to cut the rest of this on camera. I got the woodworm screw on now. So here's how it's mounted. It's very lopsided right now because there's a protrusion sticking way out here, and I didn't cut it off, so it'll go away pretty quick. So I'll be able to speed it up. Right now I'm like 300 RPM. Okay, I'm going to put a little CA and coffee grounds in this included bark in my mango log here. I don't have many included areas, but this is how I want to fix it. So I'm getting ready to use my Sandoflex on this surfaces here where the tools aren't touching. And so I got there, and I might do a little bit here, but I don't think I need to. Mainly just this section right here. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, I'm going to switch the other camera before I go any farther here, and then I'll switch back. Portable camera. Okay, my intent here is to leave this feature here. I've sanded this. I guess it was obvious from my video that I took off some of that. So all of these features are going to stay. So I don't know for sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to approach this by going in on the inside and see if I don't want it to break out. So that might mean I have a very thick bowl, but I like the features that are over here to stay. If I get rid of those, this bowl will be really tiny. So instead of having a really, and maybe in the end the size of the bowl inside of this feature would be about the same size. But I like thick-sided bowls too, so we'll see what happens. I filled this included bark here. I filled it. Here it's going to be probably machined out unless I leave some portion of it in the wide rim. I felt like leaving this feature here also. So in the end, I didn't want to go in any farther. Now this bark I think is going to hang in there. I took more off than I originally intended, but it looks pretty good under the bark anyway. And this mango has some pretty interesting features, a lot of little dots, and a little, I guess it's spalting. In any case, it's a fungus or something's turned some of the area gray. And then there's spots where branches were cut off and then overgrown, and so they're very dark there and there. Actually, in the center there's some too on the other side, but they will be on the bottom of the bowl. You won't see those. Well, I've microwave dried this at 5-minute intervals at 50% power. I think it's a 1200 watt microwave, and I don't know how many times I've done it, but it's been quite a few. And I lost about 6 or 7/10 of a pound from my 5.5 I started with. If I measure the moisture on the outside where it's been microwave dried and not re-machined, it's about 12 or 13%. On the inside here on the surface where I've just cut away wood below where I had it when I microwaved it, it's like 20%, so it's still pretty moist. And I'm only going to be able to go so far with this. I think this narrow spot right there is less than 1/2 inch from this surface. Now I can go deeper because it starts curling back out from there, so I should be able to go down at an angle there and go a little bit deeper than what I currently have, and then I'll dry it again. And I don't know if you can see, probably not from that angle. Let's look and see if it's on the inside. Right here, maybe you can see it in there's a crack running through the pith of that branch that is caused by my microwave drying, and if you could see on the outside there's a crack in that branch where it sticks out the outside, and there's a few more spots on this branch on the outside, so I'm going to repair those once I get a little bit farther along, and I'm thinking this bark's going to stay, but I'm not positive. If I'm careful with it, it should stay. I see it sticking up though, because this wood here has shrunk a little bit more than the bark. Look, I put thick super glue in a lot of these surface cracks that have come from my microwave drying. I added some, I don't know what there you can probably see the evidence of them right there. And I did put some coffee grounds and sawdust in a few places. So those have got to get machined off. So there's a little bit of circle. And now I suspect it's not perfectly circular because it's been shrinking. So I'm probably going to have to take off 1/16 of an inch or something. Okay, here is my mango bowl. I'm getting ready to put Watco tung oil on it. Right there. There you go. And a lot of sanding off camera. I think it turned out pretty good. There are some marks here that this wood was really soft, so it made some tear out. Most everywhere else it's pretty good. So a little bit of coffee grounds in there, and same on the inside a little bit there. So we'll see how it goes here. Okay, I'm going to remove my tenon off the bottom and make the bottom look good. This is the first time I've used my coal jaws in a long time. Haven't used them 2 or 3 times maybe, because most of the time I can get away with a jam chuck. Here the bowl is big enough that big enough so that the normal jam chuck I use wouldn't fit, and it's got a nice rim on it, which most of mine with the natural edge or live edge, they dip in and don't have enough contact. So in any case, I'm going to take this off with my normal 55-degree swept back bowl gouge. And that's pretty much the tool I use for almost everything. It works pretty well for most everything I do. A little bit of hollowing is not so good with it, but otherwise I use it for most everything. Okay, I'm going to use thick super glue to put my wooden nickel right here in this little 2-inch circle I drilled, and it works pretty well. I'll put a little bit of the accelerator on the wooden nickel back, and then I'll put super glue in this ring here. Okay, this is my latest bowl. It's made with mango. Got it from an acquaintance of mine that lives down south that has a farm, and there's a couple of giant trees on it, and this was trimmed by the power company. The branch was trimmed. In any case, this has got a lot of branches in it. It's got some included bark, some very good, really nice features on the outside. I tried to make the inside a smooth bowl, and the outside has some features to it. There isn't any breakout. It came really close, like I don't know, a 1/16 of an inch away thick at the thinnest spot. It had to be reinforced with super glue. There's some spalting, or at least gray wood, and some yellow, and then various colors. It turned out pretty good. I did have to microwave dry it. I ran it, I don't know how many times, but probably 30 minutes in 5-minute increments or more. And they were 50% power, a 1200-watt microwave. So this is the top. To get a better look at the features that are in there, you can see the dent in here quite a bit. Then here's the branch here, a branch here, a branch over here, a dead section where the wood had grown back over it. So it was dark. And I've got bark here, and just a little bit of bark, and then some natural edge. And that's about it.
If you like what you see, please like and subscribe for more similar wood turning videos. Please comment on the video and I should respond. I make a video about once a week.